Hey, hi, howdy, hello. I hope everybody's doing okay. I know I haven't covered, like, lore or bullshit, essentially, um, in a while. um, I don't know that I'm going to. Um, quite frankly, I don't want any more toxicity in my life, so probably just gonna do this, for a while. Just the diamond art painting and the chill music and giving people a place to relax. Probably gonna lose a lot of subs, but I don't care. Honestly, I just don't. It's called Protecting My Peace. Um, so yeah, that's why I haven't been covering people, because I don't care anymore. Sorry. I don't. I don't care who likes who. I don't care who gets along with each other. I don't care who did what to who. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't give a fuck. Sorry if that offends you, but just it's the endless bickering and the back and forths and the melodramas and nonsense. So I'm gonna stay over here, do my diamond art painting, and listen to chill music and give people somewhere to go that's not bitching consistently. Because everybody seems to be on their monthly right now, and I don't feel like dealing with it. I haven't had a period in like quite some time. I had a hysterectomy. So I don't feel like dealing with all of that. And the reason I say that, I have a legitimate reason for saying this, is when you open up YouTube or pretty much any app I have opened up in the last 2 weeks trying to find something funny that's not bullshit. You can't find non-bullshitty stuff. Hardly. It's either bullshit or it's thirst traps. Like dudes in no clothes, or chicks in no clothes, or people are bitching, or people are bitching at each other, or nobody can get along, or I'm no, no, thank you. I'm gonna sit over here and diamond art paint. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about y'all. If y'all want somewhere to sit with positive vibes and chill music, you're welcome to stay. Just saying. That's what I'm doing. So. Ow. Okay. And one thing before I move on. I like people from all corners of the internet. I really do. Like, there are good people in just about every community. It's finding those people that can be tricky because some people will smile to your face while they're jabbing daggers in your back, and I'm just not interested in that. But they are not all like that. I have met some incredible people on this platform. Incredible people. There are some incredible content creators. There are some insanely kind, loving, and compassionate people in my community. And in others, my community is not the only good community. There are good in pretty much every community. Um, and that's really at your own discretion. It's just that I can't take any more negativity every time. Like, I've got, if I can't find it, I'm going to put it out there. I haven't been able to find, like, chill places for people to go that they don't have to deal with the stuff, you know? So, since I can't find it, I'm gonna create it. And that may not make sense, but I would like people to have a place they can go that you just sit there and you just chill and you either meditate, you do whatever, but just relax and focus on yourself for a few moments, even if it's just a little bit, you know. Focus on yourself, focus on centering yourself, focus on healing if that's where you are in life. You know, there's enough negativity out in the world and even on this platform. I'm no angel, Mary. I am no angel. Um, I appreciate your sentiment. But I'm just someone who's been through a lot and needs to protect my peace. That's all. And that's probably very selfish of me. But for the first time in my life, I'm gonna be selfish with my peace. I'm gonna set boundaries. And I'm gonna keep them. And if you can't respect them, then you can't stay here. It's life, Mary. Everyone has shit they're dealing with. I don't care who you are or how perfect your life seems. Everyone you know is dealing with shit. Nobody's accepted from it. Nobody. It's life. Some people's lives are harder than others. It's not a rat race. And it's not a comparison. But some people go through worse experiences than others. Some people's traumas are worse than others. No, I wouldn't say worse. Worse is a bad word. Different. They go through different traumas. I'll say different. That's better. Because I wouldn't want to make somebody's trauma feel less than. Because yours is just as relevant as mine. You know? And I am making a wolf diamond art painting. It's huge. I had to fold it in half because it is so massive. The thing is huge. So, but yeah, that is my plans going forward. I want peace at this stage in my life. That's it. That's all. You know, I am 40 fucking years old, and I am too old to be arguing with bitches on the internet. Because you're never going to change anybody's mind. At the end of the day, people are going to think what they're going to think about you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Absolutely zero zilch. There's nothing I could say to the people that hate me that's going to change their mind. There's nothing I could show them that would change their mind. There's nothing I could say and or do. Nothing. So let them. Let them think whatever they want. Protect your peace at all cost. Because at the end of the day, it's your peace. And nobody has the right to wreck that. And I choose what I do with my platform, and right now I'm not happy with it. I don't want to cover human beings like spectacles. Even though they're interesting, they're patterns of behavior. But I have reached the point with the people that I cover that I can no longer be constructive about it. And I will only give insight or education as long as it's necessary. But at the very moment, you saw me do this with Lisa Richard. You saw me do this with literally everyone else that I've covered. Once I felt like me covering them was no longer educational or beneficial to the person, I stopped doing it. I lost probably over 100 to 200 viewers in my live streams by doing that. I don't care. I'm not here for that. I thought I could maybe give someone some insight and help them change what they were doing before it reached the point there was no return. Thank you, Cassandra. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for the gifts. Those are adorable. Thank you. You don't have to do that. I loves your face anyway. But I have reached the point with Lori Jones and the other one, Gabby, that I can no longer be constructive or beneficial or educational with those two without getting nasty. And I will not do that. Because at that point, I have stopped being helpful and I have started being destructive. And I refuse to do that. That is not who I am, and that is not who I'm going to be. And if it costs me views, and if it costs me subs, so be it. I don't care. I've never cared about that. What I've cared about is making a difference. Nobody's being mean to me. It's everyone I see on the platform being hateful. I don't like it. I don't like people always going at each other's throats. And it's just that I've quit covering people too, Cassandra. I don't feel good about it because I cannot be helpful or constructive anymore. Or even educational, because I've told you everything you need to know about those people in order to avoid getting scammed. That was my purpose. And I'm done with it. You know what you know now. I'm done. So, this is what I'm going to be doing now, because I'm done with it. That's what you do. When you make your point, you leave it alone. You don't continue to harp or berate, because at that point it ceases being helpful or beneficial to anybody. Because they're not going to listen to you if you're just 24/7 harping and being an asshole. Yes, I'm still going to do YouTube. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just not covering people anymore. If there's updates, I'll give them if it's important. If it's not important, I'm going to be doing this. And I'm not real sure if I'm going to cover it if it's important, because there's 50 other content creators out there covering those people if that's what you want to watch. No offense, and I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying to be cruel or hateful or harsh. I'm just being outright and forthright and very transparent right now. So, that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. You know? So, if you want to watch that kind of stuff, there are a ton of good content creators on this platform you can go and watch to get your education or information from. I wish you well. But I don't want the negativity right now. I need peace of mind and chill space. And I can't find it, so I'm gonna make it. So, that's what we're doing. I do. I just can't play Swift on YouTube. I can do it on my TikTok. And I do occasionally play Taylor Swift on my TikTok. I can't play it on YouTube though because I'll get copywritten. And I got to be very careful about what kind of this kind of music I use. It is silly. It is silly. It's very silly because you can find her music all over YouTube, but if you play it, you get copyright struck. It's ridiculous. You know, you can play all kinds of horrific crap on this platform, but if you play Taylor Swift or any kind of music people like, you get copywritten. But you can commit all manners of atrocities, and that's fine. You can dox the shit out of people, and that's fine. You can torment people, and that's perfectly acceptable. But play Taylor Swift, and you have done messed up, girl. It's so crazy. You know? You can't. I can't make that make sense. I can't. Yep. You sure will. It's like, you can do all these other things, but if you play Taylor Swift, we're going to take your channel down. Well, okay then. You know? I don't know. Oh, another thing I'll be doing over here is going back to my paranormal streams. Because I miss doing them. I enjoy paranormal stories. I enjoy ghost stories. I enjoy those kinds of stories. So I'm going to be doing some more of those too. I'll be doing chill vibe nights like this. And then I'll do paranormal and supernatural ones. And then I'll be doing a series on Norse paganism and mythology. And I'm not just covering Norse paganism, I'm covering like Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Celtic mythology, like all of them. That is such baloney. Everybody who knows anything about Taylor Swift knows she's Christian. And I don't like getting into religion. We don't typically talk religion over here. We can talk mythology and theology, but religion and politics are typically off limits because people get really offended really fast, especially if you don't agree with them. It's nuts. It's almost like in America today, it's a crime um, to have your own opinion or original thoughts. Um, because nobody thinks for themselves anymore. They let electronics think for them, or the mass hive mind, as it were, think for them. And they don't rely on the wisdom of their own understanding. And I think there's a flaw in that, and I think it's a fatal flaw. Because if you only ever rely on the wisdom of someone else's understanding, how do you know you're not wrong? Because you rarely do your research for yourself to make sure that what they're telling you is correct. You just go with what the group says is correct. And oftentimes, the group is not correct. They just settle on a thought one of them agrees with. And they were like, okay, this is the answer. Everybody must agree, or we will kick you out of our little clique. You know? It's very cliquey nowadays. If you disagree with someone, they will launch an all-out war on you. If you hurt somebody's feelings, they will cancel you. If it's just, it's ugh. And people, like I said, only rely on the wisdom of other people's understanding when those other people aren't qualified to make those kinds of deductions. Half of them aren't qualified to flip a burger, let alone lead a group of people in an educational manner. Panda suplex. um, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It depends on how his decisions affect long term. You can't really tell about one while they're in office. It's how their decisions while in office affects the country as a whole. Long term. And I'm glad you think that. If that's your opinion, you are welcome to it. I'm not going to say anything. I personally haven't decided yet. Do I like him as a person? Yes. He's he's witty, he's intelligent, he is financially minded, which is what the country needs. But I do not yet know how his decisions are going to affect our country as a whole. Yet. And he may be cool and he may be great, but his decisions might be shit. And it might go really wrong really fast on down the line. You never know. Yeah, he does. He likes women a lot. I don't know how well he respects women, but he does. He likes him some women. I mean, telling the country he's going to grab it by the coochie hole probably wasn't his brightest moment. I don't think he thought that one through. Do I think he meant to offend people? No. I think he made a joke. And people took it too far. Do I think it was in good taste for the head of our country to say something like that? No. I wouldn't have done it. It was not in good tact. It was not tactful. It was not tasteful. You can agree or disagree. That's fine. Don't care. That's how I feel about it. But we'll see. We'll see in a few years how this pans out and whether or not he was in fact competent or not. He is, and he should have comported himself with a little more dignity and tact and grace as the head of state and country. Because he's the president. He should have represented this country with honor, dignity, and grace. And for all those reasons, he probably shouldn't have said that. I didn't know he did hate Taylor Swift. I don't keep up with his likes or dislikes. I don't keep up with politics. I don't. I watch actions. I don't watch politics. I watch results. I listen to results and facts. I don't base my opinions on emotion or how much I like a person. I base it on facts, numbers, and results. And not everybody feels that way. Not everybody makes their decisions that way. And sometimes I find that very unfortunate. Trump and Jesus are kind of different, though. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I'd say so. They're separated by a few thousand years. And I'm not even being sarcastic when I say that. For one, just so we can clear the air, if you read the title of my live stream, it says Norse music because I'm Norse pagan. Just so we can put that on the table and clear it right on up. I'm very transparent about that. I have friends that are in all kinds of walks in life, all different religions, all different paths and journeys. I don't judge. And I don't push my religion on you. All I ask is the same respect. We can talk about it. That's fine. But don't shove it down people's throat in here. You know? And it's not that I don't like him. Do I believe in him? Yes. Do I believe in God? Yes. But I'm Norse pagan. Being Norse pagan doesn't mean I don't believe in other things. Matter of fact, it's quite freeing. I can believe in all the things without excluding or ostracizing a group of people for what they believe. And I could get into this debate with you if you want to, but I don't think it would end well. So I'm not going to. But be mindful and respectful of other people. And not everyone is going to agree with you. Understand that and respect boundaries, and we're cool. You're actually wrong about that. You're very wrong about that, but I'm not going to go into that because then we get into theology and I might hurt your feelings. But if there were no other gods, why does it mention them in the Bible? Multiple times. Thank you. And I'm going to leave it at that. In order to be respectful? Oh, yes, it does. I can read it to you. Did you know I graduated from a Christian academy? You probably don't want to have this discussion with me. I can be respectful of your beliefs. But if you're not giving me that same level of respect, I can also be disrespectful. It's up to you. Really. No, actually, it's up to me because it's my channel. But, you know. And it does. It mentions other gods in the Bible. You might want to read that again. Before you say, no, it doesn't. because it absolutely does. And Cassandra, I respect you for that. I respect you love Jesus. That is your decision. I didn't say I didn't. I just said I'm Norse pagan. I believe in the Norse gods. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in other ones. No, that's not the passage I'm referring to, but nice try. That's one of the passages. One of about 40. But that's one of them. Wrong book, sweetie. Wrong book in there. There is multiple references. And I'm not talking about idols. I'm talking about gods. Plural. Again, I'm trying to be kind and respectful and tell you you are wrong. You may want to go research it. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I just ask that you respect my beliefs. And if you can't, you don't have to be here. Because I do not find it fair that I can respect yours and you don't respect mine. It's odd how that works. I'm not talking to you, Cassandra. I'm talking to the person who keeps trying to draw out conflict in the name of a religion that's supposed to be about peace. Funny how that works, isn't it? Mic drop. Have fun, Cassandra. Get some rest. Thank you for coming in, dear. I hope you have a blessed day. As always, it's been a pleasure to have you. I do. I love Among Us. I also like Fortnite. Once I move, I'm probably going to start playing games. It's always a pleasure, Cassandra. Thank you for coming in and being respectful. You were always so kind. Bye-bye. Oh my god. I love your name. I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. Chosen Bean? That's adorable. The Trash Pandas baseball team, I actually have a couple of t-shirts from them. I've been to see them. They're in Huntsville. I had a friend of mine take me to a couple of games and got me some t-shirts because my name is Trash Panda. So, that was a whole thing. It was a lot of fun, though. Oh, I don't know whether to say that's terrible or that's adorable. I don't know. Do you like your nickname? Because if you do, that's awesome. I mean, that could go either way. I'm just saying. Yeah, the Trash Pandas are adorable. The Chosen Bean. That's amazing. I guess you would if you chose to make an account named that, you know. Kind of like if I didn't like my name as Trash Panda, I probably wouldn't have named myself that on YouTube. I love that for you. When my brother was a foreman at a weld shop, he had a lot of Latin American friends. And I asked one of them to teach me Spanish. And they got me in trouble. Because they only taught me bad words. And I went home thinking, you know, nothing of it. And I didn't know. My parents spoke a wee bit of Spanish. So, um, yeah. I learned pretty quick, though. Um, crash course. And don't listen to your brother's friends. Especially if your brother's a dick. What about Butterbean? If it was gonna be a country bean or redneck bean, it would be Butterbean or green bean or something like that. Because us country folk and rednecks like our butter beans, our lima beans, and our green beans. I am playing Norse dark ambient Viking music. It's really soothing if I will shut up. Oh, I'm doing Dynanort. it's bigger than this. I've got it folded in half. I'll show you the other half. Hang on just a second. The other half, let me fold this over so I don't get stuff on the sticky parts. This is the other half. I've got a lot done on that part. It's a painting made out of sparkly stuff. It takes hours upon hours upon hours to complete because each one of the beads that you need to complete this is that small. It's thousands and thousands of tiny little diamonds. And this whole thing you have to, like, one at a time, place these on the dots corresponding with the colors. If you drop it, you rage quit. That's what happens if you drop it. You just rage quit. Especially if you don't cover the sticky part and you get stuff all over the sticky part and the diamonds won't stick on it anymore, you just rage quit. And hope that you hadn't done enough of it to make a difference yet. Yeah. So, this thing is about 40 inches wide. It's 40 inches wide. And about 30 inches tall. So, it's quite large. I am very southern. I am Cajun, if you want to be precise about it. I'm originally I was born in Florida, but I was raised in Louisiana. So, that might be why I sound southern. I live in Maine, though. Make that make sense. You do? I might know whereabouts you're from then. Or they are then, because that's my stomping grounds. Anywhere near Shreveport, Pascagoula, Bayou La Battery, any of those sound familiar to you? Texas is nice. I've always wanted to live there, even if it's just for a little bit. I've been through San Antonio a few times. Stomping Grounds is a southern turn, baby doll. It might have been just from my little location that it was a term, but it's definitely a term. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know where that's at. Let me pause this so you can hear me clearly. I got this on Temu. Temu, it was actually a gift from a friend of mine. But they got it on Temu, and I think they gave like $2. They got it on sale for $2. And it came with a bundle. It was like 10 of the damn things. And, I think the entire bundle was like $2.85 or some shit. You can order them all day long on Temu. Anything you can think of. like any franchise, movie, character. I don't know if I'd get copyright struck if I did the Silent Hill one. It's called Diamond Art. I'm a manager. I work a lot. This is about the only free time I have. I have 2 kids and I'm in management. So, you might not catch me on very much. But I do come on and just chill when I do have time. But it's mostly late at night, though. No, because a lot of these are not copywritten artists. They release their music to be used. But trade-wise, I'm a master welder. I welded for nearly 2 decades. And then my back has gotten to the point I can't do it anymore, so now I'm in management. The joke in welding, there's a joke in welding. When you can't weld anymore, you go into management. And I hate it. I hate not being able to lay beads anymore. But my back just will not hold up to it anymore. Welding is one of those jobs that will break you down. Like physically break you down. It especially structural welding. Especially at my size. I'm a very tiny person. I was not meant to be lifting 200 pounds 12 hours a day. At under 5 foot tall and 140 pounds. You must be a TIG welder then. Because I know in MIG welding it'll F you up, man. MIG and stick. TIG welding's not that bad. TIG welding is pretty light work, especially if you do in like precision TIG welding. Because most of your beads are about as wide as a pencil mark in precision TIG welding. But I did a lot of MIG. I'm not 28. Thank you. You are a sweetheart. You made my day telling me I'm 28. Are you trying to sweet talk me, Bean? I think Bean's trying to sweet talk me. I'm nearly 40. I was about to say, why would you say I'm 28? I'm nearly 40. Use a baby welder. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm just saying, I wouldn't doubt it. I picked up a stick at 7. Because my granddad had me welding fucking panels when I was about 7 years old. fixing farm equipment and shit. But no, I wouldn't doubt it. If you're a generational welder, then I definitely wouldn't doubt it, because they put rigs in your hand at a young age if you come from a welding family. Both of my kids know how to weld, and my youngest is 12, so there are kids out there who can weld. Hell, my kids could probably out weld anybody in the field. I believe you. I'm just saying. I believe you. Have no reason not to. Was your dad a welder? Or was it your mom? Out of curiosity. You don't have to answer that. Huh? Stop sign? Oh, okay. I believe you, though. Stop sign? What's a stop sign? I'm confused. What stop sign? No, I'm getting a drink. I'm thirsty. I'm not stopping. I'm getting a drink. Because I'm thirsty. You guys have been a riot, though. Thank both of you. Y'all have been great. Ow, my back. Oh, I'm way too young to feel this damn old. I was gonna ask a question on whether or not you had a hood on at 3. Because I was kind of picturing you in a micro mini welding hood, and that was kind of adorable. I'm sorry. I wish they did make little micro mini hoods for welding. That would be adorable. I would totally buy one. I would never use it, but I would totally have one. I mean, that depends on what you're bending over for, Bean. What exactly would you need to bend over for? I'm sorry, I took that a little too south. Probably a hoodie for the winter. Sorry. I'm such a dick. Stop sign. What is it with you and the stop sign? Oh, damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Ow. I gotta readjust myself. This is not a comfortable position. Can I say I have a big dick? I mean, not really, because I don't actually have one. But if I did, I would definitely be swinging one. It would be big. It would be massive. I would totally swing a big donkey dong. Why do you care if I have a dick or not? Do you want to see it? Just asking. I mean, you seem awfully fascinated with my anatomy. I'm sorry. Big B. Dr. Pepper with a big dick. Sorry. No, it would be a BDC. Be big donkey cock. Definitely big donkey cock. Massive donkey cock. Thank you, Chevy. After this life. What do you mean, this life? I would like to stay in this life, presently. Ah, shit, man. Y'all be careful out there. Get you some rest, Bean. Knock it out, man. I'm not on for very much long. I gotta work tomorrow and I don't wanna, but I gotta. Being an adult sucks sometimes. Don't forget the stop sign. I'll try not to. I'll try not to forget the stop sign. If I see one, I'll stop. I promise. Good night, Bean. What the f... Get back down there, you dick. The only thing about this is sometimes your hand sticks to the paper and... It's not really paper, but the sticky stuff. And you get your hand stuck to it. Which name? Ah, okay. I'll have to look up the meme. I like memes. I like a good meme. I spend a good amount of time scrolling through memes. It's better than scrolling through some of the bullshit that's on platforms nowadays, to be honest with you. So, since you don't weld, what do you actually do? Oh, I have a feeling you're trying to tell me to show the cops my boobs. Is that what it is? Are you telling me to show cops my boobs? I don't think that's gonna work. Especially in Maine. Do you have any idea how cold it is in Maine right now? I am not pulling my boobs out for nobody in this weather. They will freeze off. Oh, Starboy, thank you. Love you too. I'm just saying, that's what it sounded like. You said, do it to cops. That's typically what people do to cops. They flash them. So that's what I thought you were talking about. Sorry. I've never in my life done something like that. Nope, I would never. Awesome. That actually sounds right up my alley. I love horror stories. I love ghost stories. I go ghost hunting a lot. If you look on my page, there's some cemetery streams and stuff. And ghost hunting streams. I enjoy it. Other people may think it's silly, but I enjoy it. You'd probably love Maine then. Maine's steeped in scary folklore and scary stories. Hell, most of Stephen King's writings is about Maine. Very, very peculiar filler he is. I do. I remember all of them, whether I want to or not. There's one in particular that's not really a dream, it's a memory. And I wake up screaming and in a pool of sweat, and that's not pleasant. So I definitely remember it. All of it. It's not so much as a dream as a memory. He is. He's very odd. He is a bad finisher. If you know what I mean. He's not good at ending things. I think he admits that too, if I'm not mistaken. He's a very odd fellow. It's not just his writing that's odd. He's a very peculiar person. You're not even being mean about it. I'm just saying. He's very strange. I would totally do that. I'd give these away. By the way. Do you like dragons? You like fantasy stuff, so you should probably like dragons. Hang on. That's the last one I did. It's a dragon. I'll ship that one to you. It's already done. That's more fantasy-like. That's just an art piece I did. But so is that one. It's kind of freaky though. It's rib cages and cryptids. But that one's cool. It's a dragon. The oh god, I'm sorry. Um the dragon? Yeah, you can have it. I'm moving soon anyway, so yeah, I need to consolidate some shit. It don't fall apart. It's very much secure. And before I ship it, I'll put sealant on it so the little beads don't fall off. There's a sealer you can put over the little diamonds that holds them in place permanently. You know how on puzzles you have a sealer, like a top coat that goes over the puzzle that holds it together, like for framing? You do the same kind of technique, but with this. It's like it goes on white, but it dries clear, and it's an adhesive, and it seals it in and makes it shiny. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I'll send it to you. I don't care. It's really useful. They make some like specifically for diamond art, and it's really good stuff. Before I would ship it, I would seal it though, so you wouldn't have to worry about missing gems or anything. I probably should sell them. I just give them away because I mean I do it as a hobby. It's not my job, so I don't care to sell them. I don't know how many of these I've given away. Yeah, a little bit. I don't do it enough, honestly, to really make money on it because this has always just been a hobby. I don't know how much time I want to dedicate to a YouTube channel right now. I've got a lot going on. But yeah, I'm monetized, but I don't really stream that much. If that makes sense. Some people come on here and do it like as a profession. I do it because I enjoy meeting people, interacting with people from all over the world. I just like interaction. I've never made a channel to be famous or popular or make it big, I guess. I just want to chill with people and give people a place to come and hang out where they can relax and not have to worry about gifting people up or donations or drama or stress. I just want to chill, you know? That's it. And I want to do something positive for people. Because mental health is at a crisis level in America today. And if I can add something chill and laid back where somebody can come in here and just forget about their problems, that would be great. And I'm probably never going to make money doing that. Because people like excitement. That's what I'm doing. I don't promote um I don't think I've ever shared my channel like in another chat or posted it on my Facebook or my other platforms. I'm pretty sure I haven't. unless somebody else shared it out, I don't really promote it. If you find me by chance. And if you stick around, you stick around. And if you like the vibes, cool. Stay, you know? But like I don't this is not a career for me. I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't sit on stream for the amount of time I feel like it would take to earn the money you would make for doing that kind of stuff, and I wouldn't feel right about it. I don't have the time, and I'd feel like I'd be jading my audience. And really the only reason I monetized was because my audience missed my stickers. They were like, we miss our stickers. So I was like, fine, I'll remonetize. That's literally why I remonetized. Because I had so many people like, where's our stickers? I'm like, fine. Sorry. I was unmonetized for over a year. Because I didn't feel like messing with it. And they kept on fussing at me because they lost their stickers. So I reapplied. And I'll probably do some members only stuff in the future when I have more time. But I think the video of me doing that dragon one is up somewhere. I don't know which one it is. I don't keep up with them. But I do all kinds of shit over here. I have ADHD really bad. So it's really hard for me to stay on one topic or another because I get bored. And so I cover just about everything. I got so many watch hours. It does. It wants a lot from you. I've already grown my TikTok quite a lot. I didn't mean to. Honestly, I created a TikTok so I could download videos, and it ended up watching videos and interacting with people, and they kept sharing my channel out. So now I can live stream on TikTok. I just don't. Like, I've done probably 2 streams over there. Because I don't like the way it's set up. I can play any music I want on TikTok, and I won't get in trouble. But if I get over here and I play music I like Tool, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Oasis, stuff like that, I get struck automatically. You're such a mess. You can no. You're 28. You would have had to have been a sperm while welding. That you can't do that. I couldn't have done it, and I'm 40, so just say it. So basically, you have to have so many watch hours, you have to have so many subscribers, you have to have so many interactions, and um, there's a list. There's a list of shit you have to do on YouTube to live stream. I would have left a situation at your age and probably saved my life at your age. Because at your age, I was in a bad situation for far too long. And I didn't leave. I think if I had left then, I wouldn't have been where I am now, internally speaking. I would have done a lot different at your age. I would have pressed charges. And I should have. But I didn't. I was scared. Without going into it, that's what I would do. If I knew then what I know now. I would have done things a lot differently. No, it's fine. I'm kind of faced with demons already, buddy. I don't want to go into what I'm going through right now, but those demons are already in my face. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm in my healing era, though. So that's what I'm doing. I'm healing. I can't go back and I can't change it now, but what I can do is move forward with knowledge and understanding and heal. So, but I can't do that until trial next week. When that's over, then I can move on and forward and try to put it behind me. Till then, I'm kind of stuck in limbo. We all are. And you know, some people may think it's funny, but I wouldn't wish this on any of them. Not one of them. it's okay. I'm strong and I'll get through it. I've gotten through everything else. I'll get through this. And I'll be fine. It's going to take a while. And I have to be okay with that. Whether I want to be or not. I can't force it. And I have to be patient with myself more than anybody else. I have to be patient with me. Brian David, hey, twat liquor. I like that. That's funny. I have a crude sense of humor though, so I think that shit's funny. So I have a joke for you. I made some bread. Do you want some of the bread I made? I made it with dill. You want some dildo? The second one's really corny, so get ready. My 12-year-old told me this one about 2 years ago, and I've told it about 100 times, but I always think it's funny. The funniest shit I've ever heard come from my kid. And he's hilarious. So, do you know why they put barcodes on all the ships in Norway? I'll give you a minute to answer. But do you know why they put barcodes on all the Navy ships in Norway? Somebody has to get it. I know it's the corniest joke ever, but I love it. I'll give you a minute to guess, though. So they can Scandinavian. Fucking Scandinavian. I had something thrown at me the last time I told that joke. It's the fucking stupidest joke ever, but I love it so much. As a matter of fact, I think it was a corn cob I got thrown at me the last time I told that joke because we were eating dinner. Oh, well, thank you, Fantasy. I'm glad you think so. I'm getting canceled for that joke. They're like, okay, too many dad jokes. You're canceled. Okay, let's switch it up. I'm gonna play something else. I know this is not biking, but I'm gonna play some ghost stories or something. I don't know what kind of music y'all listen to, but I am a huge Tool fan. I love Tool. I've been watching a lot of Maynard's videos here lately. Them, Beck, Butthole surfers. You know, stuff like that. Yo boy, I know who that is. That's weird. They follow me. What did they do? Oh, here's a good one. It's called Paranormal Games You Shouldn't Play with Spirits. Dark Ritual Spirit Games. Let's listen to that one. That sounds interesting. And we can go back to music if you want to after that. But I just want to change it up a little bit. This is by the Tape Library. They're really channel for stuff like this. I believe in ghosts, so
the following games are described.
Obviously, I ghost hunt, but you know.
The Tape Library cannot be held responsible for any incidents that may occur. If you decide to reenact these yourself, please don't try it.
That's why I'm leaving the disclaimer in.
Welcome.
Don't do these things, by the way.
To an evening of games,
let me turn it up.
Rituals, and mystery. Tonight, we are going to explore 3 games that are reported to allow us to contact a world outside of our own. First off, we're going to be playing a game with a doll. Nothing scary about that, right? Everyone's played hide and seek before.
Fuck that! What do you mean?
Have you ever experienced that feeling?
No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Full stop. What do you mean we're gonna play a ritual game with a doll? There's nothing scary about that. Everything is scary about that. I have a severe phobia of dolls. Literally everything about what you just said is scary to me. I don't fuck with dolls. I'm Cajun. I know better. Just saying. Like, I don't fuck with dolls. If you too were Cajun, you wouldn't fuck with them either unless you practice voodoo or hoodoo. Or Appalachian magic. And you don't want to do either one of those. So, how about we stop opening demon portals with dolls, please, for 500, Alex? Could we maybe stop doing that? Haven't we got, like, hasn't shit gone awry enough in the world without opening demon portals to the nether region by summoning fucking demons inside of dolls and shit? Does the world not have enough haunted and possessed dolls for you? Asking for a friend. Just saying. You know? Why? Why? Why do you need to take something that's already creepy and make it worse by getting it possessed? Because I can tell you one thing. If a frickin' doll sits up and starts talking to me, we're going to have problems. Like, I will burn it down. And anything within a 50-mile radius of the damn demon doll. I don't fuck with dolls. Like, anyone who watches this channel is very well aware of how much I do not fuck with dolls. Why are you doing that? Why? Name one positive outcome that could come from this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And you can just hear the seeker moving around.
Nope.
Right
No, you can't, because I won't be doing that.
You hold your breath, and something on an almost primal level fills your nervous system with
It's
adrenaline.
more than a primal level. It is a primal level.
Did you know it's possible to play hide and seek alone? Well, our first game we're exploring tonight will see you doing just that.
Why, though?
Not playing with another human.
Who hurt you?
Dolls play a huge role in the world of Japanese folklore. often used to distract spirits or cleanse people of their sins through rituals. In this case, the doll becomes a vessel.
They were
A place
always
to
a vessel.
temporarily trap an entity
They were
so that you
always
can have some
that.
fun. If this spirit wants to engage in your game, however, is a risk you have to be willing to take. First, you need to choose where you will play this game of hide and seek.
Nowhere.
You need to
Ever.
be inside and obviously have plenty
No.
of good hiding places.
No. Listen,
Many people choose to play the game in their own home.
Listen, because I know common sense is not readily available in today's society. Before you do this dumb shit, there are 100 billion movies that will tell you why this is not a good idea. If you've ever watched a horror movie, you already done know this is not a good idea. If you have any member of your family, even remotely Creole, Cajun, or Southern, you already done know this is not a good idea. If you are even remotely Appalachian in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you already done know this is not going to end well. Okay? Can we shake our heads? Yes, and yes, please. Yes, we know this, and we're not going to do this, Trash Panda. Can we say this together, please? Yes, shake your head, yes. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Yes, we will not do this, Panda. Okay? Because we're not idiots, right? Yes. Okay? We got it? Does the class got it? We don't summon demons inside of dolls? Does everybody understand this? And if you listen to me for any amount of time, you will already know that you don't ever do this shit inside your own home. Why? Because you have to sleep there. That's why. Don't be an idiot. Number one rule of anything: don't be an idiot. If you're going to summon a demon spawned from hell inside of a fucking copy image of a demon spawned from hell, aka a doll, probably don't do it where you have to live, sleep, and eat. Don't do it anywhere you're gonna have to go back to. This is common sense. You don't shit in your bed, do you? At least I hope you don't. This is the paranormal equivalent of taking a giant heaping, steaming shit in your bed right before you lay down. Same difference. Literally. Because if you summon this demon inside your home, you have opened your door and said, hey, come fuck with me. You know, probably not a good idea. And I'm not saying that, by the way. Nothing is allowed inside my home. Nothing. I do not give my consent whatsoever. So, just saying. I give zero permission to anything to enter my home. None. I do not consent. But don't do this. Don't. Just don't. Everybody will leave happy with all their body parts intact. Nobody will get hurt. You won't have to go bankrupt because you're going to have to move. Or pay for a funeral. These never end well. I'm going to go ahead and spoiler alert for you. Summoning can the classroom repeat this with me, please? Summoning demons never ends well. Do not do it. Okay? Bad idea. Bad. No, no. I don't know how many more ways I can say don't do this. But if you do, I told you not to. Just saying.
While this is certainly an option, I personally wouldn't suggest you attempt any of these rituals
See?
in your
Even
home
he says it.
unless absolutely necessary. It's
Why
important
would
that
that
you
be
choose a
necessary?
good
Wait,
hiding
wait,
place
wait, 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 wait,
and that you are
wait,
able to
wait,
look out.
wait. It is never necessary to summon a demon inside of a doll. Inside your home. There's always an alternative. I don't know, like maybe not summoning a demon at all? Could that be an option? Like, what? I have to know. I have to know. Under what situation would it ever become necessary to summon a demon to possess a doll? What situation would make that necessary? Because I have zero inclination as to what would make that necessary. What? I'm seriously curious now on exactly what would have to happen to make that necessary. I feel like there are other options. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's other options besides summoning a demon spawn into a doll inside your home where you live and probably try to sleep, but probably won't be doing much of that after you do this dumb shit. If you don't believe in it, that's fine. You don't have to because they believe in you. I can promise you that. Just saying.
On this spot and see the room you're in. These are the items you will need for your game of hide and seek.
No, you will not need
A
that
doll of
because
some
you're not going to
kind.
do it.
It will need to be stuffed.
No,
Uncooked rice, a knife or
that's
scissors,
rude.
some red thread and a needle,
Low battery.
a cup of salt water, incense and a lighter, a working television,
A
a
working
sink or
television.
bathtub, something large enough to submerge the doll in.
So you're going to drown it
Now
before.
that you have
So
your
you're going
items,
to piss it off.
it's
real
time
good,
to
huh?
prepare your opponent in this
Your
twisted
opponent.
game.
I
Cut
feel
the
like
doll
we're
open
starting
using
this
a
off on a
knife.
bad foot.
You need to remove all
already.
of the stuffing from inside the doll and replace it with the rice. Then using the nail
So you're going to
clippers,
piss it off real
cut off
good
a
before
piece
you
of one of
summon
your
it, right?
nails.
Okay, that's
And
great
also place
idea.
that clipping inside the doll. Once you've done
What
that,
could possibly go
the
wrong?
surgery is complete. Stitch the doll
Surgery?
back up, making sure it's sealed tight. However, when you have finished, don't cut the thread.
Surgery? You're not taking out its gallbladder. So not only are you summoning this thing, but you're going to piss it off real good first. Right, microwave reveal. Microwave tour. So maybe don't summon a demon. And piss it off. And play hide and go seek with it. I don't think demons are overly friendly. And they aren't notorious for, abiding by rules. You think the demon's just going to be, oh, well, time's up. I'm just going to leave peacefully. Do you really believe that? Because I'm pretty sure they're notorious for not following rules. Notorious rule breakers. Matter of fact, how do you think they got thrown out of heaven? Just throwing that out there. And you want to summon one, put it in a doll and play hide and go seek. Do you have no friends? I feel like there are other options, like call a friend if you want to play hide and go seek. At least that wouldn't end in lifelong torment and all manner of destructions and chaos and bullshittery. Like, I feel like there are other options at hand here. Like, could you maybe use one? And you're not taking its gallbladder out. This is not a surgery. You're summoning a demon, dumbass. Don't call it surgery. It's not surgery. Surgery is what you do. Dude. I feel like you have issues. I'm just saying. Stop it.
Instead, take what is left, remove the
What's
needle,
left?
and wrap it around the doll tightly.
That sounds pleasant.
This will keep it contained while you prepare for the rest of the game.
Contained. You
Fill the
think
bathtub or
thread
sink.
is going to keep it contained?
Burn incense in the room you plan to hide in. Don't worry, your opponent won't be able to smell it, but it's important to cleanse the room. Then set up the TV
I can't
close
with
to your
these
hiding
people.
spot
I
in the
can't.
same room. It's important that you can see the TV from where you'll be hiding.
No,
All
thank
other
you.
electronic devices should be turned off throughout the building. Place a cup of salt water and knife near to your hiding spot.
Oh, so you're going
and
to
return
arm
to
it.
the doll. It's time to give your opponent a name.
So not only are you going to summon the damn thing, but you're going to arm it with a jabbing utensil? Now I know you're insane. You're going to summon an evil deity inside of a doll. You're going to piss it off and drown it. Stuff it with a bunch of random shit and bind it with some string. And then you're going to give it a jabbing utensil with a sharp point. Like, I don't feel like this is a good idea. I feel like this is a horrible idea. I don't think this is going to end well. Hello, let me find out. How are you? There's somebody about to do something incredibly ignorant. And I'm going to laugh at him for it. Because there's like 100 bajillion movies about why you don't do stuff like this. Just saying.
What you name it doesn't matter too much, but whatever you do, do not name it after yourself.
Obviously.
Now we wait. The game will commence at 3 a.m, so get yourself comfortable until then. Once the clock strikes 3, tell your doll that you are it first. Repeat 3 times to it, your name, and then is the first it. Take the doll to the bathroom and place it in the water that you poured into the bathtub. Then start moving through the building, turning each light off one by one. Enter the room where your hiding place is. Turn off the light, turn on the TV, and hide. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and count to 10 quietly in your head.
No.
Don't worry. You have nothing to fear yet. It is simply your turn to be the seeker. Once you finish counting to 10, open your eyes. Pick up your knife or the scissors and head back to the doll. Remove it from the water and say, "I found you," and then whatever you have named the doll. Now it's time for the real game to begin. Cut the doll free
Julie.
from the thread that you have tied it up in. This time repeat 3 times, "You are the next it," and then your doll's name. Put the doll back in the water and leave the knife next to it. You don't have long. Rush back to your hiding spot as quickly as you can. Make sure you can still see the TV. If it starts to behave strangely, maybe flickering, playing odd noises, or even displaying something on the screen that shouldn't be there, then your opponent is close. You cannot turn on any lights. You cannot lock any doors. You cannot leave your home. And whatever you do not make a sound. You need to give your opponent enough time to potentially find you. One report of this story saw two people playing together. While hiding, the television started to cycle through channels rapidly. The brief moments of channels flicking through began to form sentences, almost like a spirit box. First, they heard the words, "I will find you." That was followed by the approaching sounds of footsteps. Then the TV seemed to say, "Where are you?" The footsteps then changing direction as they echoed around the house, before slowly approaching the wardrobe the two players were hiding in. "Are you in there?" The TV stuttered. One of the two looked through the crack in the wardrobe door. "Found you," the TV sinisterly echoed, as a knife was plunged directly into that unfortunate player's eye. But hopefully you won't be found. Once enough time has passed for the doll to have had a fair shot at finding you, reach out from your hiding place and take a big sip of that salt water, holding it in your mouth. Bring the cup with the remainder of the water with you and start looking for the doll. It likely won't be in the bathroom anymore, but be quick. When you do find it, pour the remaining water from the cup over its head and spit the water from your mouth at it before shouting, "I win," at the doll 3 times. As long as you have followed the instructions to the letter, the game should be over. Wait for your doll to dry fully and then burn it. Make sure nothing remains. In the vast majority of cases, this ends things, although the reason I stress that you shouldn't play this in your own home is that some report nighttime visits from the doll, even after it has been destroyed. In these games, you never truly know what you are inviting to play with you, and whether it is happy to play by the rules. I did an episode on these creepy urban legend games last year. I had a lot of fun with it. So here we are again with a bunch more for you to explore. Frequent patrons of the tape library may have noticed that we've been gone for a while, but don't worry, we're back for good now, and I've got a lot of really creepy stories to bring you soon. So if you haven't already, then please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Let's get into our second game of the evening, shall we? This one should hopefully encourage a more positive interaction with the spirit world. It's called the hosting game, or some refer to it under the more unsettling name of Don't Look Back. You're inviting some guests from the other world into your home,
No, I'm not.
but just be careful. Some may not want to leave. First, choose a room to host in. You want it to be a small, dark room, ideally with no windows. If it does have windows, then I suggest you cover them up. For this
Yeah, don't do that one. Anywho, I'm tired. I gotta work tomorrow. You have all been lovely. Thank you all, and I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow or not. The next 2 days are kind of busy. So, maybe Saturday. I don't know yet. We'll see. Maybe Saturday. But, stay safe out there. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, I love you guys. Bye.